All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Joab Silva. Thanks for stopping by the New Media Workshop. Thanks also for supporting this project. Please, again, highly recommend you guys to to subscribe to the channel and so keep this thing going. Okay. Today I'm gonna just finish, sort of continue with some of the tutorials on Adobe softwares. There's two more softwares to go. This one is going to be on Premiere. My next one is going to be on Adobe Dreamweaver. So I really hope you can enjoy. I've been working with Adobe Premiere quite a while. I work with this software really often, and I really hope you can enjoy today. All right, cool. So this is when I open the interface, this is the newest Adobe Premiere. The version that I'm working with is a version 24.0.0 Adobe Premiere 2024. And I'm logged in into the software. Remember that you have to create an account in adobe.com, and you need to have an Adobe Suite account to use the software. Cool. Not much different from a lot of other softwares, and you can create a new team project. You can collaborate with other people, which is really cool. But let's just dive in and create a smaller project in Adobe Premiere. Cool. Hope you can enjoy it. It's very useful software. All right. So Adobe Premiere is a software for video, video editing. It's definitely very different than After Effects, which is always nice to import video softwares in After Effects. But Adobe Premiere, it's sort of like throwing your camera into the software to do a few things. I mean, you can do a lot. The software definitely developed so much throughout the years, and I rarely take some of my video projects from here into After Effects. I use After Effects also for other purposes. All right, so I just click it in and create a new project. Here's the project name. I will just write New Media Workshop. So that's the video. There you go. Cool. Video. Cool. And here there's a lot of things that you can see already. There is all my a lot of the places that I can save my project to. That's some resources that I have here, and also here project location where the project is going to be saved. I want the project to be saved in my desktop. There's project templates too. If you click here in the project templates, you can see broadcast, a template project, social media, standard template project. Here you can see import settings, copy media, new bin. I mean, there's a lot of other things here, but nothing that you can do when you actually see the interface, the working space of this project. Okay, so I'm gonna leave everything here. Just rename it the project New Media Workshop Video, and I will just click here in Create. All right, added Create here. This is the interface of Adobe Premiere. Very different than Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. Now you're working with a video software. Here what you have a timeline, pretty standard for any type of time-based media software. Or you have a timeline here. You have a place for you to import media, for you to start your project, so you can import a lot of files to this section. Here there is this tab that says import, edit, or export. You also have this tab here on the right that says essential graphics, essential sounds, lumetric color, and so forth. There's other tabs here that you can play with. Okay. All right, you also have some buttons right here that you can explore. There's a play button right here. So also there is a time clock, a playhead position, what's they called, that you can analyze some of the videos that soon you're gonna see. So the first thing that I want to do here, I'm gonna go to the window menu, workspace, and I will go to the editing. So you can see my workspace, it's on effects, which is pretty fine. I'm gonna go to the editing. I mean, whatever you're working with, learning, libraries, meta logging, production, review, whatever takes text-based editing, vertical, whatever you're gonna be working with. I usually like to work with essentials or editing. So let's just see the difference between essentials and editing. So essentials, right there, that's a working space that you can see. The effects control, I like usually the effects control right here, but the effects control, it shows here a little bit. And let me see, I don't like this, the way that it is set up here. Therefore, I'm always try to find a working space that works for what I want to, or that I used to. So I'm gonna go to the editing. All right, so this is my favorite workspace. That's usually the one that I like. This 2024 version shows a lot of this here. I'm not so big fan of it. And if I can close this panel if I want to, which that's pretty much what I'm gonna do right now, but you have a few things that you can work with, okay, already preset for you. There's some templates here nicely that you can play with. I mean, the 2024 version has a lot of new stuff. All right, cool, let me just close this panel. All right, now this is my favorite type of working space. I've been working with this working space for quite a while. All right, cool, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger right here, so I can have a nice working area here. All right, so this is the import media to start here. You can go ahead directly and try to find your medias that you have. You see media browser here. If you click, you can go directly from there. Or you just can drag it, your media here if you want to. Or you can go directly, I mean, there's so many ways that you can open a video here. You can go directly to your working, to a folder, whatever you have a video. Let me just find a video very quick here. Whatever you find, you have a video. Let me find a decent video file. Just give me a second. Let me see something a little bit interesting here that I can find for you guys. Let me just find a video file. I'm gonna just go with an animated. That's a GIF file. All right, let me see. All right, cool. Let's go with this video file here. All right, so this video file I already edited in Photoshop, in Premiere. Let's see something else. All right, cool. Found a video file here. You can just drag it directly into this section here. Okay, you just can grab the file and drop it right there. Okay, so I just grab it and drop it, or you just can import, okay, from there. Okay, and you have the edit, you have export, you have edit, and you have import here. So so I'm gonna edit tab right here on top of it. You can see import. You just find whatever file you have. Or to export when you save, and the time will come for that. So my video was added to this section here. Premiere knows what is the resolution of this video. If I come with a video that's a different resolution or a different size, Adobe Premiere will tell me, hey, this video is in different formats. So I'm gonna show to you what's the pop-up that I get. Let's see, I did not get for that one, but it usually tell you, hey, do you want to change the resolution of that very specific video that you just added, and you can choose if you want to change the resolution, the size of the video. Okay, so my video is square. There was an animation that I created in the different software. All right, here in the timeline, I have my video right here, okay? Here you also have some tools that you can use it. Most of the tools that I use is this tool here, selection tool, and the razor tool. So let's see, the selection tool, it's a tool that you use just to move your video. So here's the timeline right? The video is not there when it goes on top of the video just work pretty fine. Okay, you can move freely. As you can see also, you have a few eyes here. This eyes is for you to see the video that is on this layer, okay, or not to see it. You also can move your video to different layers, okay, right there. So, yeah, so you move the video to different layers. So using this tool here help you to manipulate things out, okay. All right. Other thing too, so this tool here, the razor tool, helps you to cut the video. So you can see there's a little, it's almost like literally like a razor. If you click on top of the video just got cut in two. So you go back there, get the selection tool, and you can move parts of the videos and add another video here in the middle. So there's no video there in the middle, and there's another video here. So you can actually mix things out like this. You can see it. So you can cut videos and add videos and reorder them in whatever way you think that's great. Okay. All right. So let me just go back, Control Z. I have my entire video here. Okay. So again, you can add multiple videos. I have another video here. You can add another video here. You can add videos on the same layer, and it's just gonna go to the next video. As you can see, you can add a video on a layer on top, and you're just gonna, obviously this video here, you just go on top of it. You can see right there. Okay, so there's many ways that you can work and manipulate videos here by just cutting the videos in multiple pieces and just rearrange them in any way that you think that fits you best, like this. So you can do a big collage of videos. Okay. All right. So you also have a text. You see there's no dialogues here, caption, graphics, here for you to play. So you can create a new caption. You can import a caption if you want a caption in your videos. Here also you have effects, which this is really the best. You have effects for audio, you have effects for videos, you have video transitions. So let me just go with one video transition here to show to you. I'm gonna just add this video here, put it closer to. You can see that the video transition, it just transition, it's a very sharp transition, but I want a transition that's kind of pretty smooth. I'm gonna just go to the dissolve transition here. I'm gonna just add a deep black transition, and I'm gonna transition right in the middle in between those two videos, right there. So you see it, and it says insufficient media. This transition will contain repeated frames. No problem. Just click OK. As you can see, let me show to you. So you can see there is a transition right in between those two videos. The transitions are here. You see, deep to black. And when I go here, this first, look what's gonna happen. This first video is gonna start getting darker, 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 and it's gonna transition to the other video. So, so you create very nice transitions. You see it? So there's a lot of different transitions here that you can add it. Let's see, cross dissolve. So I just added a cross dissolve there, and you can see another transition, just crossing, dissolving, just you make a transition on the top. You also have some of the types of transitions which you want added. You pretty much do this, and it will open any window. This is the iris diamond transition. So as when you play a video, you would just nicely make transitions. So it's like not much secret. You just add a transition between the two videos. You also can change the time of the transition by clicking 2 times on top of the transition. Okay. All right. Here you can just drag and drop to make the timeline smaller, so you can actually work with multiple videos and keep making this timeline really big. Cool. All right, so I have 2 videos here the videos doesn't have an audio, and I will show to you a video with audio what happened. Cool, there's video effects. I mean, it's the blur. There's a lot of video effects here that you just can just hold the effect and just drag it into the video. And you can see this is inverted. That's inverted filter. Just drag it and drop. And for you to see the effects, for you to adjust effects, you need to come to the effects. Let's see. You're gonna come to the effects right here. You're gonna click to this arrow here. You see, we don't have here. Let me see. The effects tab. Let me just change my window here and go to the effects to make sure that I see the effects. Oh yeah, right here. I just changed the window and I'm gonna go to the effects tab. Okay. The reason why, yeah, I mean, every year change something here, and I'm not super big fan of the way that the things are rearranged every year. But I mean, you always can rearrange things on yourself. Okay. So let's see. Let's just find my my effects, and we're gonna be working with the effects. Let's see. I have the effects here. Oh, really complicated sometimes to find. Let me just see what I can get my effects here. I have the effects. Let's see, where are you? I just need to see the effects on a video. Have the video here. Let me just go back again to make sure that I'm in editing mode, that I actually can see my effects that I just added to my video. Okay. All right. So what I did pretty much here was to go to Windows, and I added effect control because that was not showing here. I just select this tab here, Windows, effect control. So you can see if I uncheck the effects control, I will not just come out anymore. I just need to close this right there. Close it, Windows, effect control. Okay, so then effect control here, that's when you can see the filters that you added. So I added this invert here. Let me just delete this invert. I'm just gonna add an effect, video effects. Let's see, let's add a distort here. There's a mirror, magnify. I'm gonna add a magnify. Actually, let's see. Right there, turbulent displays. I'm gonna just go ahead, drag it, add the turbulent displays here. So, and then when I go to my effect control, you can see the filters here, turbulent displays, and I actually can play with as a turbulent displays. I can play with the size of this the image and use the filter for it. So if I play the image now, it becomes very, very interesting, as you can see now. Okay. So there's so many ways that you can, there's so much things that you can do in Adobe Premiere. Okay. All right. So a few more things here. Yeah, I mean, the effects is definitely a big one. Let me just take off that. Actually, let's just leave it there. Become kind of interesting. Let me just add another transition. So at least I have the transition there too. Film dissolve. I'm gonna just add there, and let's see what's up here. There you go. So I will. So one thing that you can see here is my screen here is fitting perfect. I'm gonna just go ahead and this fits, and I'm gonna just put 50%, actually 25%, so I can see this is smaller. I want this entire video to be on this entire screen, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select my video, and I'm gonna click on it 2 times. There's many ways that I can edit this video. So if I hold Shift, let me see. If I'm working with a Mac computer for this. If I hold, let me see the one button. When you resize this, everything will resize on the same, all in sync, the width and the height of the video, okay? So if you want to resize it, the video by just changing the width or the height, you need to go to the effect control, you need to go to your video, and as you can see here, there's scale, let me see, capacity, time map, and I want to show to you a few things here on the video. This is the location, this is the scale of the video, and this is a tricky one, okay, the scale, because especially if you don't want to resize and miss parts of your work, you want to resize. If you want to cut, it's always pretty fine. My video is a square. I would not mind to cut this video off, but if you want to resize it by just changing the width and not the height, you need to uncheck this uniform scale here, okay? Because obviously it's resized on uniform. So it's in scale here, you just uncheck this uniform. Now you have the height and you have the width. So when you select your video just by clicking 2 times, you can actually resize it according to what you want, okay? Right there. So, and again, you don't need, now if you want to resize again, I mean, if you click uniform scale, you would just redo as the original, you know, we're going to resize as the original. So just for you to know a little bit how to resize it. Cool. All right. So other things that you can do too, as you can see here, I have my video, I have 2 layers, right? This video you're looking now is on the bottom. The other video is on the top, which makes sense. It's going to come in second, and you can see here in my timeline. What I want to do is I want to blend them together. Okay, I want to actually blend them very nicely together. So what you can do is, it has a nice function as the Photoshop has it too, Photoshop Illustrator, InDesign. Okay, I think InDesign also has this function. So I selected my video here that's on top, and an effect control. All the effects is right here. I'm not gonna use any of the effects. In effect control, I have this option here, blend mode. See it? So just you can, there's capacity, just open whatever. It's in capacity, but you always can open everything else to see it. Blend mode, you're going to find that in Photoshop and Illustrator. So when you click on blend mode, there's a lot of stuff here. And when you click it on, you're going to start seeing things blending. Remember that I had this selected, okay? You can start seeing that things are blending together. If I play my video right now, you can see those 2 videos are nicely blended together. Okay, and that's the fun thing about Adobe Illustrator. Okay. All right. Now, another thing too. So just play with the blend mode, which is really, really fun. So now, as you can see here, one of my videos is smaller than the other. What I want to do is, I want both the videos to be on the same length. There's so many things that I can do here, right? I can go ahead and cut this video. Just go ahead here, cut it, and just them now is on the same length. But what I want to do is, I want this video here, which is a short, to be on the same length as this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just select the videos on top, click with the right button, and I'm going to go into speed and duration. Here is going to show the duration and the speed of my work. So the duration of the work is 33 seconds, 11. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, okay, this duration, copy, I'm gonna close it, select the video on the bottom, click with the right button, go again to speed duration, and select the duration here, and I'm gonna paste it there, okay? So it's 33 seconds. Now, the speed's gonna reduce because the video is shorter. The video is shorter, but now the original video is shorter. Now the video is gonna be longer, so that means that the speed needs to be slower in order to reach 33 seconds. Because now the video is gonna be longer, so that totally makes sense. So I'm gonna click OK. So now both videos are the same length with the video, the shorter video, the video on the bottom running slower. Okay, so if I click right now, as you can see, definitely is lower with the video on the top with the same speed, which now is really, really fun. You can see how they split plays, all the videos ending at the same time. So it turned out a very, very interesting type of work. Okay. All right, and lastly is like, how can you add a title here and an end? How can you add a title? I mean, there's so many things. Here on the top, you can say graphic and titles. You can go to new layer, add a text. So let's just go ahead and add a text. As you can see, I have a text here. If you click 2 times on a title, right there, if you click on a text here, you have so much options here. Okay, a lot of things that you can do. Everything about this text that you can see. You can reorient. All these supposed to be very familiar for you guys who've been working with Illustrator, Photoshop. There's a lot of different types of fonts if you click it on. So many different types of it. I'm gonna just go ahead and add a word here. Let's see, new media workshop. Just make that down here, selected everything, and I'm gonna just center it. I have all my tools here. I just can make it bigger a little bit right there, just for the sake, just gonna add that nicely. Just gonna add white like this, just for the sake of this. Let's actually change a little bit. I'm gonna change the stroke for a different color. Right here, I'm gonna make the stroke a little bit thicker, like that. New Media Workshop. Let's see. There's a background. I don't need that in the background on it. Let's see. There's a shadow. A shadow would be fun to add. I'm gonna select the shadow here, and a little bit darker, and I want a little bit like this. Let me see. Fading out just a little bit. I want a different color for the shadow on it, a little bit darker. So there's a shadow, a little bit distance between. Right, there's a little fading. This is just a fade. Let me see, a little bit stronger right there. Cool. New Media Workshop. Look out, pretty decent. Right there, I have this very nice, but what I want is I don't want it to close very fast like this. I want the text to enter very nicely, and also disappear very nicely. So I can add effects into it, into the text, on the beginning of the text and on the end of the text. And let's see what we can do here. So I'm just gonna go to video transitions. I can go to video transitions. Let me see. I'm gonna go and add a deep black on the beginning of the text, and you can see it comes very actually it doesn't make that very good though. Let's add a different one. Let's see if film dissolve is we're gonna do a different job. Right there, it appears very nice right there, and I want it to let's add another fun one that goes out maybe. Let's see, R is round on the end of the text. Let's see what's actually gonna happen. right there. Look how interesting this become. Okay, right there. So, I mean, this is not the ideal animations that you can do. I usually use 3D softwares to do types of animations, but this is just a little bit interesting, okay? Make your video a little bit interesting. All right. So that's a good start. And in the end, I pretty much use deep blacks. That's the things that I usually do, just by adding deep blacks and end all the videos. So now I have a pretty interesting video right there. So you see New Media Workshop. The video rolls really nice. The letters disappear. The video plays, and the way they did the video ends, it ends very nicely on black. Okay, cool. Audio. Let me just add an audio component here. Audio just by drag and drop. Seriously, let me just go to. Is just by adding a drag and drop right there. So audio components are green like this. If you click, I mean, when you are playing the audio, it will just play right away for you, and you can see the audio playing here on the side. If you click 2 times on the audio, you can edit the audio. You also have a huge audio effects library here that you can add a lot of stuff on the audio. Again, just by dragging and dropping the effects into the audio, go into the effects control and just changing anything that you wanted to change. Okay, so it's straightforward. It's pretty much straightforward. Oh, this audio was playing. It was like, so hard to talk. All right, the audio is the same thing too. You can make the audio smaller by just dragging like this, just by dragging, or by cutting. Let's just go here, or by cutting using the razor tool. Okay, let me just make this smaller, right there, or by using the razor tool. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger right there. You also have the option to do a fade in and fade out too, with the sound, to change the volume with the sound. So it's a lot that you can do, okay, with this. So I really hope you can really enjoy and create a lot of nice videos, okay, with this software. All right, now is the last part. We're gonna save this project. I created the sound here. There's other. Oh yeah, let's just go to other options to show to you. The audio, you can start with the audio in silence by just cutting the audio in half like this. I just cut in the beginning, cut a little bit on the end. What I'm gonna do is I will go ahead. So as you can see, I clicked on the audio here. The audio shows here for me. In projects that has timeline, you always can manipulate the timeline by what plays first and what doesn't play nothing. So as you can see here, this is the level. The level is the volume of it, and you can see things moving here, the volume changing. What I'm gonna do is, as you can see, I have a volume right here. I will uncheck this level. You can see this actually will delete existing keyframes you want to continue. Okay, so I won't check that, because what I want my video to start with volume very low and goes to this level here, this very specific level, okay, and which shows right here, okay, which is the level 0. Okay, so I wanna select this audio, go all the way down and make it, completely mute on the beginning of my video. As you can see, this is on the beginning of my video, and I will record that, and you can see here it got recorded right here. It just got recorded in my audio. And what I'm gonna do is I will just move my timeline to this, to right here to the end, and it's hard to see. Sometimes you need to make this really, really, really big and go literally to the frame that you need to. Is right there to this frame, right there. And so you can see as I move this, this one also moves, okay? I'll go ahead. Also, it's very nice because it shows here the transition. I will go very, very, very close to my frame right there as I am, really close. I will just go right here, right there, to the very end of my frame. And I will change that, the volume to 0 here, okay? And you can see now my audio, look at that. My audio starts without any sound right there and keep going and start playing because any sound is here, okay? The volume is 0, like complete. It's not even 0, it's like negative, you see, negative 65, and goes into 0 to normal. So that's the way that you change the volume of the audio, by by moving things around. So if I play now, I don't hear anything and my audio starts silently and keep going up with the volume. So that's pretty much it. The same thing for the end here, the same thing for the end. And that's how you work. So let's just save now this project right now, and I'm gonna just export this project, okay? For you to export, you really need to have anything here needs to be selected. It cannot be non-selected. Like if things are not selected, you're not gonna be able to export. So make sure that you select something here to export, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead now. Remember, I didn't finish the end here. I don't think there's a need. I'm gonna go ahead here and go to File and Export. There's so many places that you can export. You export media, send it to Adobe Media Encoder. For you, you know, if you have a file that you needed to modify, Adobe Media Encoder is pretty good to save to a different format. You have Final Cut Pro, AF, Avid Log Exchange. I usually go to media because that will give me a lot of information. Okay, all right. So now hands down for Adobe Premiere, you can do so much with it. There is like, do you want it to save to YouTube? So if you check on this, you can, that's the channel that you want to, you can add all the informations, everything there, and log in directly into YouTube, which is really, really, really nice that you could do that, okay? Directly to, you can log in to your channel, which is really amazing that you can do that. Okay, you can add other channels here too, straight from Adobe Premiere. Let me just change the file name first. I'm gonna put new media workshop right there. Workshop, just like this. The file, the location is Adobe Desktop, is in my desktop. This preset here is it's already presets the quality of the work. I usually use high quality, 1080, high definition. That's what I do. And when I change, it changes a little bit of format. As you can see, I was match the source. If I match the source, it would just save a square video, literally square video without any of the black. If you want to save it for other formats, you can change here. Okay, and you also, the presets, the format here you will see very specifically. There's like MP3s, MPGs, QuickTime, which is really, really good. And this one here, H.264, which is pretty standard, has been pretty widely used. Okay, and because I'm not saving for YouTube, I would just uncheck this, and everything sounds pretty fine. My media is here. There's other options too. In video is gonna match. If you want to match the source, you just click by match the same source, you know, the same video quality with all that entails, all that comes with it. Just click on match the source. There's an audio component. It needs to be checked if you have an audio. If you don't have an audio, don't save with an audio, just uncheck this. Everything's already preset here, but you always can play with the types of audio, MPEG, other things here. Let's see, MP4s, let's see, captions, if you have captions added, which is always XML, usually make sure that you checked. So things are pretty fine. There's effects checked here, metadata, which is important, information for each document. So what I will do here, I will just save as a high quality. Actually, let's save as, actually I will save as a match the source. At least we can play that with that. Cool. After having everything nice and organized here, you're just gonna click export. When you click export, my video was a pretty small video. You would just encode. You're gonna see this encode. That's the title of the video NFT. You're just I'm gonna have a little estimated time how long we'll save, and the video just saved. So let's see what actually look like by playing the video. So that's kind of pretty much how you save a project. So I'm gonna go ahead there. I will play the video for us to see what actually look like. Let's see how that turned out. I'm gonna go ahead. There you go. That's the video right there. Pretty decently added, and I will just play. The audio turned out super good quality. I mean, it comes with everything, everything that I added on. So yeah. Working with Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Premiere. Take advantage of the software, and let me discard this. Yeah, take advantage of the software. So much that you can do. And yes, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.